Hello, hello, hello. Do I have to say it? No, you do not, because I've actually seen them this time. Unless there was one that I missed. No, yeah. I saw them. I saw them all. I saw all your memes. I've studied for the meme exam. The essay memes, if you will. I don't know if I had like a favorite, but the etiquette one was pretty funny. The freaking grape scissors. But that's just because etiquette in general is something you can kind of just make fun of. The toe mater. But to be fair, I can't laugh too hard at the toe mater thing, because that's just what every Southerner sounds like in America. More queue time simulator. Yeah, definitely. Also fail the Navy fitness test. Are you saying that as in you failed, or you're like demanding that you fail? But I will go again. Yeah, that's the good way to see it. You can always just try again. Prepare. Now that you've got a gist of what you're getting into, yeah, you just practice more, you know what you gotta do, you'll be even more ready. You'll be prepared. Play a game in queue. We have 2 games going at once. I mean, that would be interesting. I bet that would freaking make my PC explode. Nah, it'll just be like its own little intro. Which is probably why this intro will be slightly shorter. Just so that I can get into the Discord chat and get it moving. Failed on 18 push-ups, needed 20. I mean, that's pretty good though. Like, only failing by 2 is a lot better than failing by like 10. And did 1.5 meters in 15 minutes and not 11. I mean, yeah, that's not that bad. That's just like, you know, maybe doing a couple months of training or something like that, like a month or 2. Now, yeah, if you were like, I ran like a couple meters and I was winded, I was out. Like, and play some lighter games like Balatro or Vampire Survivors, which I have done. Not Balatro, but I played Vampire Survivors. But for me, I think that was pretty good for a person that sits here and plays FPS. I mean, yeah, it sounds like, I know for like cardio, I would definitely fail. It's been forever since I've done like a lot of running. The push-ups and the sit-ups, I'd have that down pat. But anything involving like a lot of running at like a quick speed, it's like oof. Take that, people. Now, let's say to get alive. I mean, yeah, could have been way worse. I would take it as a badge of honor. It's taken time. Yeah. It's gonna take a little time, you know. Any form of deep training. But let me join this Discord call. Hello.
The devil.
Ah, where? I'm being betrayed by the devil.
I was just mentioning how we was waiting on you to join.
Yeah, I was doing a little chatting. Because I do know that we are going to be going into Lobby Simulator.
Well, it's been getting a little bit better,
That's good. I
but
mean, yeah.
they also extended the event a week, so I figured that we'll probably get better queue times today because I was worried that it was going to be pretty heavy today. With everyone being like, "It's the last day, we gotta do it." Pretty much the same mindset we were having
I mean,
for a
yeah.
little bit there.
I thought the point of the military was that they train you to do stuff. Surprisingly, they want you to do stuff before you even get into the military. I want to apologize, I'm assuming is what you meant to spell. What are we apologizing about? We getting into some deep stuff. That's when he posts, like, the most craziest thing on the Discord. Oh, I want to apologize, the meme. That one was pretty good, but that one was soaps. You know, I can't, you know.
Oh yes, that was my
It reminded me a lot, though, of your
I want
posted,
I want to apologize.
where it's like the squeaker kid doing the whole, like, your mom's and then the guy pulls out the gun. A nice lady.
I can see the similarities.
It definitely reminded me of it, but in GTA form. I forgot to sign into Steam.
How could you?
I'm flat-footed. The gamer Discord will prevent me from enlisting in WW3. Technically, yes, I am also flat-footed.
What? What are we talking about? Flat-footed?
The military prevents you from joining if you have, like, certain defects, and being flat-footed is one of them.
Oh, well, they better hope that the defects don't count for the draft.
I mean, I think it would, because, like, I mean, yeah, like, you wouldn't be able to march as long, or do, you know, you wouldn't be able to walk as far. You'd need special shoes, and they wouldn't want to do that. Okay, who are you playing?
I'm gonna start as a huntress.
I'll do
Unless you really like dying for the
trapper.
huntress.
That seems to be a good combo. I cranked my sensitivity back up to max with Hillbilly, and I did one, like, practice AI match, and I was able to kind of control it, so we'll see if that bones me. Which one is the Mater one?
Nice skin you have there. Thank you.
It was the, I mean, it was literally just the meme about the guy being like, you know, my middle school teacher said I'd be an alcoholic and a construction worker. Like, fuck you, that's a lucky guess.
Do you play much huntress yourself, Lunalight? I'm rocking the I think it's like a World War II outfit for huntress.
Oh, the one that was with the, like, horse mask.
Yeah. I think it actually came out of a rift, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe one that you actually took part in, because it sounds like you're familiar with it.
I'm familiar with it, but I don't think I got it, and I don't know if it's a World War... I think it's supposed to be like a Soviet thing.
Yeah, like, it's like a Russian...
Yeah, it's like a Russian uniform.
But you know me, I mix and match sets, so I'm not using the full set.
The horse mask is a little goofy.
I do like the horse mask, but I just think there's just better headpieces for Huntress. I'm using the golden owl skin headpiece.
That one's pretty good, yeah. I'm a bear enthusiast.
I do like the bear one, but the bear one's so bloody that it doesn't work with the Soviet outfit because there's no blood on it.
Because it's too clean.
Yeah. I'm a clean huntress today.
We won't be on the fast pass for the front lines, at least. Yeah, having flat foot defects. Surely that was my plan for dodging any form of giraffes. I see you reacted to the outlet. The outlet one was just... It felt like less of a meme, and, like... That's a smart idea. You hide all your treasures behind an outlet, like an empty outlet. Friggin' put your 401k back there. Somebody tries to insert a key into the light socket, they get the wrong one.
Inserting keys into light sockets? That doesn't sound...
Well, it's a like fake outlet. It's one of those like weird things where people do the whole like, this is where I put like my money, and they have like a fake book or something, but this was a fake outlet. Now, of course, the meme was that it shows a guy with like an actual key going to an actual outlet, and then he, does the whole jokey. I think that outfit was...
I noticed, like, maybe you can call it a glitch, a weird thing. When you're loaded up as the killer plays their lobby theme, like the Huntress has her own lobby theme. But then when you preview the Mori and you go back to the screen, it just plays the default killer theme.
No, that's a feature. Behavior wouldn't, they wouldn't mess this up.
Glitches with behavior?
Yeah, no. Behavior would never do that.
The Huntress definitely has one of the coolest looking hooks, though. It's just like wood everywhere, all over it.
I think that outfit was her looting from German and Soviet corpses in World War II. Oh wait, might be World War I. The reason why I thought it was,
I don't know if it's World War II or World War I, but I think it's inspired off of one of them.
Yeah, I thought it was Soviet because Soviets wore the, like, mustard yellow looking, like, uniform. World War II, though, I don't think it was German because... I feel like Germans wore a different uniform.
We got Nazi Huntress.
Yeah. And I have a sneaking suspicion Behavior wouldn't want to post that.
They'd have to, like, post, like, in the skin description, like, this is not World
Totally
War II.
not.
What does it say? The tattered uniform of a Cossack soldier who fought bravely against Anna and paid the ultimate price. I mean, yeah, it's called Stolen Valor.
Yeah, that sounds like a Russian...
The headpiece, Horsewoman of the Apocalypse, a macabre mask whose original purpose of design is unknown. It seems a fitting visage for Anna as she massacred German cavalry units. So it's not Russian, it's German.
That's the weird part.
So it's German World War I.
Oh, okay, so it's World War I.
Maybe, that's what I'm guessing. I don't think they're going to have a World War II outfit.
A terrifying assembly of German and Soviet military accessories pilfered from the bodies of dead soldiers. Yeah. So I guess it's a combination. But it definitely ain't World War II.
I have Nocturnal Fowl. Night fell and she watched from the trees as the soldiers hunted for birds.
Why the heck are those soldiers hunting for birds?
See, I like this chess piece. I just don't like the back part of it. Like all this weird cloth wrappings on it.
Well, she has to put her own flair on it, a little pizzazz.
Apparently I don't own the boar headpiece, but I thought I did. There's a boar mask. Let's see what that looks like.
Chicken. I don't think they're hunting chickens. I mean, it sounds like they're shooting at birds, I guess quail.
Now I remember why I didn't get it, because it looks like it's so tight on her head.
It's just like her head is crunched in.
Yeah, seriously, the wild boar headpiece. It just looks like it's too tight. Doesn't fit quite right.
I'm afraid to swap to look at it.
You don't have to swap, you just go into the store, and then you can preview stuff in the store while we're loading into the lobby.
I guess that's true, yeah.
I don't like anything from this Blood and Bones collection. All of them just look weird. Like, this headpiece for the Huntress just looks bizarre to me.
That's because it is weird.
Yeah.
And you should like it.
And also, these crown ones are stupid.
I hate the friggin' crown.
All these 3rd, 4th, and 5th anniversary crown things. It's like, why do I want a giant floating yellow thing behind my head?
I think the only other, like, headpiece that I would switch to is the snow ram. Yeah, you gotta have that, the cool ram head, you know?
I don't own the snow ram one, but I have the chest piece for that outfit.
Which is equally as good. You know, good leathers, you know. It looks a bit bloody, you know, kind of matches. But clearly, the sand flower dress, top tier.
Sand flower dress. Hold on, let me go
Yeah,
back.
the Hooked on You collection.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is she so pale? I guess that's like the white sand on her.
Well, you know, the fog, the entity, you know, there's not a lot of sunlight. She just got a little pale, yeah. Kratos skin. I mean, I guess Russia is like synonymous for like snow and, you know, clouds. So, you know, I guess it might be normal.
There's just too much going on with the broken mannequin thing.
Yeah, the broken mannequin one feels like they were trying to go for like a weird, like Norse look with the skin and the paint, but then then it has like mannequins all over it. It's like, what are we doing here? What's going on? It's got like an animal skull on the shoulder. It's got fur. It's a weird combination.
Ooh, the load times are kind of rough today.
It's the price we must pay for 2v8.
Oh, she's got a unique axe that isn't part of any one of her sets. It's called the Winding Axe. It looks like it's like industrial almost.
The Winding Axe. Oh,
Part of
yeah.
the mech collection.
That is weird.
I don't think that would fit with like any of her outfits. Because it's so mechanical looking.
It looks like they're trying to do like a Dying Light situation where like she makes her axe electric. She has a battery hooked up to it. I don't know, maybe it can work. Maybe
Okay, I found a good combination that works with it. You get the Winding Axe, the Distinguished Corset from the Blood and Bones collection, and then you use the Red Crown from the Alice in Wonderland collection. You'll just have to preview it later.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to get all of that together, it'd be like 1,200 orc cells, and I don't play Huntress that much.
I mean, yeah. Until this becomes a permanent staple, I will not buy a skin.
Which they did say that they were planning on making it a permanent thing at some point from the tweet they put out.
Yeah. Well, I know Sirens was mentioning as well that it's like they're making it permanent. I didn't fully read, because I think you sent me the tweet as well.
They said that they were just planning on adding in more killers and making the
Yeah.
survivor experience better. Licentious Howler says, "Greetings, Poe and Soap. Hello.
Hello.
You'll get to experience some 2 versus 8 chaos."
Clearly, we're so skilled, we're masterful, and, you know, we know what we're doing. You gotta take notes.
Yes, for the inevitable time that Licentious Howler is going to play Dead by Daylight
Hey, you
after
never
like a
know.
7-year hiatus, I think. I can't remember the last time I got him to play with me.
It's a very good game. It's just run weird. The concept is good in there. It just runs weird. What with the toxicity and the, you know, I'm gonna stream snipe and drop every pallet on the map. If you manage
Stream sniping isn't much of a thing anymore because I don't think you can figure out who you're going against until you're in the end lobby screen.
but that's how we'll
Some
figure it
hackers
out.
probably would still figure it out.
I would be more impressed if you managed to actually stream snipe, just because it's like there's so many.
Yes, 2v8 is a very highly intellectual, fair, and balanced mode, says just Howler.
I mean, of course, yeah.
I'm hearing someone blow up a generator.
Yeah, somebody's blowing up a gen by me. I gotta freaking kick the gen.
There's a freaking barrel.
I don't know why they went into a locker. Shut up, synth. Sadly, yes, we are being invaded by the synth.
Not the sins. I'll probably be getting them here soon. That was the craziest experience I had is when I had I was streaming Witcher 3, I think, and I had like 12 of them come in my chat at once, and I was like, oh my god.
Man, you teabag just to get sacked.
She got the zigzags. She's zigzagging too much.
They got that
4
zig and
people
they
on
got
the
that
hook
zag.
Man.
They literally double back. It's always you. They literally double back just to drop a pallet.
They go into a
Man.
locker.
There was other people. I would rather not just keep hooking the same person. Plus, I still have I have to set a ton of traps.
I hear crying. I don't know why people still try to drop pallets in front of the Huntress.
It's just instinct.
They're just like, I gotta do it.
Yeah. What else am I gonna do? I'm sorry? Somebody...
Kayla,
oh.
seed.
She, like, teleported for me, that's why. I chased her once, and she's like, screw this, I'm out. Holy lag. Yeah, the, clearly the top parts of this game.
Woo!
Okay, I got some traps.
We got 2 deaths already, which is decent, I guess.
Okay, she booked it, but I got somebody in a trap. Was she on death hook? She just gave up. I guess, yeah.
Oh, come on.
I am shocked that that trap is getting people, because it's like really close to a barrel.
Sometimes it's the most obvious ones.
Well, it's definitely hidden by grass. Like, I wouldn't call it obvious, but it's,
Dude. What is going on with these throws?
Okay. Why is the door... I don't know why it's like this, but...
I'm just kicking generators at this point, hoping to get some aura reveals.
Pretty much.
Oh, so close. Barely missed that.
Ah. Tried to psych him out. I didn't need to kick that.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Somebody fell in it.
I hit her with the hatchet. She ran right into the bear trap.
Oh no, She didn't want to step in the trap. She was cornered. Definitely.
La 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 la.
What beautiful singing.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to stop that generator upstairs because it's like 99.9%.
I mean, yeah. Just in case they get a gen done.
Oh, okay.
Somebody.
I'll go for that one.
Oh, I'm pretty close.
Damn, she already wiggled out. That's some good RNG right there.
Just gotta, you know, do the laps now. Somebody's booking it.
What do we got? 4 people that are left? 5?
Yeah. It's pretty busy over there. I'll kick it. There we go.
One got in the trap.
I'll go get him. You fell for it every time. Oh, I thought that was a person. I just heard a locker open behind me. It's like, what is this bold move on their part? Borderlands movie has a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Oof.
Rough. I forgot they were even making a Borderlands movie.
It's very believable, because, yeah, like that. It just looked like trash, even with the trailers. Like,
they should have gotten the people that made Tales from the Borderlands to do it. That was good.
I feel like their concern was not... Man. Waiting for the pallet.
Hey! Ran right into me.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep them off this gen, because they're trying to 100% it.
I heard some weird noise notification. I don't know what the heck that was.
They're very close to this.
That's 4 dead.
They ran away, but... Okay, there's scratch marks here. There were. That was funny. Watching them heal right next to the trap.
Okay, apparently if my hatchet...
That has to look pretty embarrassing, but
Oh, I'm a bad huntress, don't look at me. They're gonna laugh about that in endgame chat.
Oh, yeah.
Huntress sucks.
Dude. All the while we have like an 8K. Dude, you freaking suck.
Just got lucky, the trapper carried you. Oh, they're about to finish this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'll put a trap in front of this.
Yeah, might as well trap all the exit gates. I'm gonna check this one over here.
I'll go to the other one I trapped.
One person already left, so it's just me.
I closed a hatch. One hatch. I see a runner. I see a runner.
Oh, I see her.
You get back here.
Oh, man.
That was very close.
There we go.
She almost ran into that trap too. There's one right in
Man,
front.
you stole my trap!
You stole my trap. This is bullcrap. Yo, that's a 7. You know, I'll take a 7.
That was pretty good for a first one.
A hatch escape. I mean, you know.
Hatch escapes or pity wins.
Yeah. Let's see how many were on console. So many were on console.
That's why we got 7.
That's why we were able to get 7. I should have looked at which was the Claudette that was doing all the teabagging. It's always very funny.
I think we're gonna stick with Huntress again.
I'll smoke you on my Switch version. You don't stand a chance when I'm on the Switch. It does feel, though, that if you play on console and you're going up against somebody on PC, like, I guess maybe we're just getting a mix of unlucky and lucky. Because, like, so far...
The power of Nintendo hardware!
Like, so far, if they're on console, we've been getting, like, 8K, 7K. But the moment they're, like, all on PC, it's like, well, better hang up the towel now.
Yo, chat, let's take a look at Freddy Krueger's cosmetics. Ready?
Look at all those sweet cosmetics.
Yeah, man, this license has seen some love, clearly.
They can choose not to be on crossplay. I mean, yeah, well, that's the funny part. But, like, I bet you have to do crossplay in order to actually get into matches. Like, how many people are actually playing on the Switch or something?
Yucky.
Dude, I've been waiting for Dead by Daylight on the Switch for years! Turns out, no one has been waiting for Dead by Daylight.
I think they had it on like Stadia too at one point before that went under.
Oh yeah, Stadia. Stadia as a whole is like a huge, you know, controversy. Don't catch me on Dead by Daylight mobile. Man, that has to be an even worse experience. What if the mobile version was more stable than the PC version? It's like better balanced.
I was told that like mobile is like an entirely separate game pretty much. Like it's still the same game, but
like it's drastically different in terms of like abilities or something like that.
The devs pretty much said they're not ever going to cross-play mobile because it's a different beast, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that would just be horrendous, you know. Somebody trying to use like the phone touchpad situation. They get better skins, better Moris too. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad if the mobile version gets all the better looking stuff. We put more time and effort into the mobile version.
I forgot that the Legion got like a drow outfit for the the Dungeons and Dragons chapter.
Oh yeah. It's the same in the League mobile. Oof. League of Legends is like that's a scary beast in itself.
God, that's horrifying.
League of Legends mobile looks so much better and has better skins. It's crazy. Yeah, like that's such a weird thing because you would think that they would want to like, I don't know, like do both. Like surely the coding wouldn't be that much different in terms of like, you know, like, oh, let's put this cosmetic on the PC and console. I think it's because mobile games do better in Asian markets. I mean, yeah, it's got that sweet cash behind it, you know. Better to microtransaction with. Which is, you know, still a very strange choice.
I'm just so shocked I haven't seen these Silent Hill bunny legions running around. It's such a good cosmetic.
It's because the ears. People can see the ears. That has to actually be the reason though, right? Where it's just like you'll see the ears over like obstacles.
Well, yeah, it probably puts you at disadvantage, but I think overall it just looks ridiculous.
Ridiculously good.
Am I right?
And then you just hear everyone high-fiving. Yeah.
Got him!
IDKY, us stinky Americans don't like mobile games as much. I feel like mobile gaming, it had its time in the sun for a little while, and then it became incredibly, like, predatory in terms of, like, monetization. And I think, like, American companies or American consumers are able to consume only so much. We don't really do mobile, but yeah, less public transport. Like, we don't really have a way of just being like, yeah, I'm on my phone. It's like it's like the Switch and like DS and PSP. Mobile consoles, I feel like, just don't sell very well.
Yeah.
And so mobile gaming wouldn't sell very well because, you know, everybody's got phones, right?
The Blight has a golden top hat.
It sounds
250 org cells.
It sounds like that's a steal.
Yeah, that should be like 500 org cells for a golden top hat.
I demand.
I better not give the devs any ideas.
You're telling them too much. I demand that top hat. Wasn't that the Diablo mobile quote? Yeah. When Blizzard announced their new Diablo game, Diablo Immortals. I don't get why you guys are mad. Y'all got phones, right?
Man, that was like so dead toned that
Yeah.
I actually thought it'd be like okay to say that. after they come out of the meeting, everyone's like, "You idiot!"
Why would you do that to us? I mean, yeah, like, that's a bold move to sass customers like that, you know.
Is this just some out of season April Fool's joke?
Well, I got phones, right? But even Diablo Immortal is a very good example of that, on how, like, heavily monetized that was. Like, people spending thousands of dollars just so that they could get ahead. And now we have Diablo 4. Which isn't much better.
You enjoyed it for a little while, I think.
I enjoyed it upon release and before the new season came out. But then once they started fiddling with the seasons, it started to turn into, like, they started nerfing everything, and it was very clear that it's like they didn't really want people to progress too fast. Because, of course, if you progress too fast, you don't get to buy as much stuff. I heard it was a good game, just horribly bogged down. Diablo Immortals, I think, yeah, like, I don't think it had anything wrong with it. It was just, it just didn't have a very good, like, it didn't have its own identity, I guess. It was clearly meant to just be like, okay, money. Like, where's the money at? And that's generally why a lot of these games fail, like Star Wars Outlaws. You know, Ubisoft has apparently been caught bribing YouTubers to basically, like, come on, say it's good, you know?
Oh, you mean like Raid Shadow Legends?
Well, yeah, I mean, a little bit. I think
that always cracks me up when, like, I'm listening to some video and they're like, and you know what else is great? Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
How much are they paying you to say this?
Well, see, it's one thing if it's a sponsorship, because you could at least be like, okay, like, it's a sponsorship. I think supposedly the actual phrasing for Ubisoft was bribery. It was not a sponsorship. They're blatantly going like, I will pay you.
That's even worse.
Say this is good. I've never met anyone who plays Raid. And for good reason.
If you did, you need to take them to a doctor right away to be examined.
It's one of those things where, like, the game clearly looks good, but, like, that's the whole point. Like, the game looks good, but, like, you know it plays, like, the most, like, brain dead, you know, okay, insert your credit card here, like... Because I think when Raid Shadow Legends came out, like, you know, it looked decent. But man, they pushed it hard, where they were like, come on, free stuff, come on, like, buy, come on, get the new hero, like, do the thing. And after a while, you're just like, leave me alone.
Like, there was that time when I think Ronda Rousey had a deal with Raid.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, get the new hero, Ronda Rousey.
There's so many, like, celebrities.
I'm like, yeah, Ronda Rousey fighting alongside with an orc. Just what I've always wanted out of a mobile game.
This is the WWE match we've been waiting for.
Oh, she puts the golem into an armbar.
I remember when Ninja was in Raid. I mean, yeah, I think there was like Ninja, there was Ronda Rousey, and there was like a bunch of other like YouTubers. Or something like that, like Twitch streamers, and it's like, you can get me as a hero, and it's like, I really don't want to.
I'm like, that just made me not want to download the game.
I mean, yeah, because like after a while, it's kind of like Dead by Daylight with the whole Vecna and like Lara Croft. It's like after a while that comes off as very like pushy. It's like there's too much monetization to the point where the game loses an identity.
Oh yeah, the identity of this game now compared to what it was like 6 years ago, it's not a horror game anymore. Not at all.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Someone's already screwing up skill checks. And it's Jill.
It's always Jill.
Leon would have been so disappointed in you.
Is he not already? Well, at least you hit somebody, unlike me.
Well, you're over there setting up traps.
Yeah. It's the worst part about Trapper. Just gonna kind of need to like slap these down.
They're just everywhere over here. I think you need to come over where I'm at. I think like all 7 or 8 of them are here.
That's kind of what I'm worried about, though, because then, like, I don't know. Like, then they'll just disarm my traps. There's somebody who's just, like, messing up every... They just keep messing up gens. If I would have moved quicker, I could have stopped them. I could have stopped them. These guys are moving way too fast.
Yeah, this is a very fast team. And like each gen's got progress on it already.
Dang.
Oh boy. This one got me stressed a little.
Yeah, this one might not be our... This one might not be the one. But, you know, like we said, you know, you can't win them all. Somebody fell into a trap. 2 people fell into a trap. You gotta be kidding me. They got out of the trap and then dropped a pallet on me.
Fair and balanced gameplay.
There's so many people over here. You're like cockroaches. I just want an original killer. True. I mean, like, that's like the biggest thing.
Jill's right here.
I'm just trying to... I know there was like 4 people over here.
Got her.
I'm trying to like, divide and conquer situation. I ran into my first dredge.
Probably preparing for the buffs he's about to get.
Yeah. But are they going to be enough?
I've heard he feels a lot better to play, but I don't know if that's like...
They snapped my trap. They didn't... They freaking broke my trap. How dare you break my trap? To be fair, it was a pretty dumb trap, but yeah.
Metroid Dredge, says Licentious Howler. That'll be the next cosmetic for Dredge. It's just gonna be bits and pieces of Samus Aran's outfit.
Hey, that could sell. That could sell. You never know.
Some dev like tunes into our VOD and they're like, "That's a good idea."
So people are wanting this. I'm not stupid.
Feels like they're only sticking on like one side of the map. I never see them over here.
What the heck?
It just makes me mad that I'm like checking other areas. Like I should just be staying in one spot apparently.
Sadly, this one's gonna be pretty rough. This music to my ears. Yes, keep taking hits for her. I got a twofer. No, Jill, come back.
Oh, come on.
Okay, we killed one. We can retire happy.
No, I need two.
I need at least two.
Nice.
They were trying to get my attention just to fall into a trap. It was like her, a Dwight, and somebody else. They're trying to get our attention so that they can do gens. Hey, you wanted my attention not too long ago. Why are you fleeing? I don't understand. I'm getting mixed signals.
2 dead. Now I can be happy.
Almost 3.
I think almost everyone's on like the second hook stage.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about the 8. It's like, we're hooking people. Like, we're not doing poorly, but
no one's dying!
yeah, we just can't kill them.
Man, I surprised Laura out of nowhere. I think she thought that I saw her, but I didn't. Ooh. Good
Music,
trap.
music to my ears.
The fact that when there's 1 gen left and we still have to defend 5 generators.
I mean, yeah. Why the heck are
I'm
you?
on Kate.
I'm on somebody.
Kate's dead. I think that's an AK. We got all of them. We pulled it together.
Man, that has to feel so bad.
Because they were stomping us.
They
and
were
then
stomping us just to get that last
downfall.
surge. Whoa! I told you, masters, you know, you gotta take notes.
That's how you become the comeback king.
Yeah. We haven't gotten a lot of salt though, you know. We haven't gotten the
They're all on
sweet.
console. They can't.
That's
Oh,
true.
let me pull
That's
up
true.
my
There's
PS4
like
controller.
there's 3 of them. So my theory still reigns true.
Well, I think I'll switch to Wraith.
What will I switch to? I guess Billy. Yeah, I could. I could do a bit of Billy.
Wraith and Billy.
A little bit of Billy. I mean, I know it worked that one time, like me just running around. I have a sneaking suspicion it won't work again, because I think so far every time I've played Billy, we've lost.
But there's only one way to get better. I want to just get like the most like ridiculous mixture of pieces for the Wraith to get like the ugliest looking Wraith that I can come up with.
It's not terribly hard.
People will be judging my fashion so much that they'll get distracted. It's
Let's
part
see.
of the strategy.
Get
The fact that
like
he has a dress suit and it doesn't fit with anything else that he has except for the piece that it goes
yeah,
with.
the distinguished wraps.
It is
This is
the
the
Angel of Music.
oh. I was seeing the distinguished wraps because it has that big floofy like chest piece.
Distinguished wraps. Oh, on the Blood and Bones.
Yeah, the
collection.
blood and bone. Like, it's so poofy that like I don't think it really works with any other like headpiece.
It also clips through most of his headpieces.
Yeah. Like you have to wear like
this
it.
would look great together, but it clips.
I guess that's a good way to make it look gross though, you know?
Oh, he's clipping! I can't take it!
I have to tell him. They like die as quickly as possible. The Bog Dweller is so bright. Like, the fact that it's supposed to look like camo.
What's Bog Dweller?
The headpiece. I guess the full set would be Marsh Madness.
I think I own that one. Oh, yeah.
He's very bright.
It's like snakeskin on the...
Yeah.
You don't really have to worry about him being bright, though, considering that
You're always invisible.
you're always invisible, and when you're not invisible, you're probably chasing someone.
That's why I'm wearing a candle on my head.
True, I should have the candle wraith.
Just look like one of those guys from Dark Souls 3. Like dipped in wax or something.
I gotta make some bloodborne monstrosity over here. Away! Away!
Away! I don't know. It's very hard to make like a really gross looking one. Like gross look. Because I mean, like, you can make ones that don't work, like the evening wear body, and then like
There's many that don't work together.
like the
I don't
shrouded.
think Wraith doesn't do good on pieces that match together.
The moment you give him like business wear attire, any head that you pick won't probably fit. You give him the Hessian head with the evening wear body. It's just like, what the heck am I looking at?
I really like this one, but I ain't spending 400 orc cells on it. The hooded shawl and part of the discourteous revenge.
The hooded shawl. Oh, is it the head or the
It's
Guess
the headpiece.
it would make sense. True, yeah. See, that one would look good with the suit.
Right.
Well, yeah, because, like, the gentleman's attire is already what they want you to wear for it, so, like, that one's one that would work. the distinguished wraps could work if it didn't clip, but apparently...
Yeah, they just need to remove that, the floofiness in the center.
Yeah. But here we are. Having to fix everything for behavior.
Just let me join the cosmetics team. I'll get this working.
Yeah, we'll set this straight. I think the one thing that I'm shocked about Wraith is like the Night Whistler outfit. Like that's probably that is a very good rare outfit. Like it's not a purple.
Night Whistler.
Yeah, the looks like he's like got like a big bloody like cloak on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like that's a solid look, and that's just a rare. Like that's a nice outfit, yeah.
I think that one came from a tome. I don't like the weapon because the weapon is so massive.
The weapon
so
is a bit
sub
bulky.
that out for something else.
Just go for the really scrawny weapon and the Wreath Scarecrow. It's definitely funny on how variable his weapons are. Like, 1 minute it'll be like, okay, I have an entire tree trunk as a weapon, and then the next one it's like, I have a single stick. I have a stick with an axe blade on it.
Yeah, ever since I got the Axe of Reprisal, I don't pick any other weapon but that one usually. I mean, it's just a nice, solid-looking axe with like a flaming thing on the top.
It's a nice classic weapon. My worry would be like going too big might be a problem, because that was a thing for Wraith for a while, where it's like if his weapon is too big, it like blocks the screen or something.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the adorned axe, with the one that just came out with this collection.
Yeah, Fortune's Fate. That's a freaking huge axe. It's got like a whole skull and spine on it.
The oaken backbone is too big. Which one's Fortune's Fate? Oh, that one. Yeah. That one doesn't even look good with anything else unless you're using it with that set because it's so golden.
True, yeah.
But I do like the skull on top. That's cool.
I think a good alternative is the raw spine. Yeah, it's got the bone, but it ain't freaking huge.
The yellow bone card.
Or the raw spine blade.
I always use the bloodied spine blade.
Gotta go for the bloodied spine. I get that's true. Yeah, the bloodied spine blade. You know, it's bloody. You gotta. Some of them are just, yeah, like they're just way too big. The adorned axe with all the feathers on it is freaking huge.
Yeah, and it's another one of them where it's like, it just don't look right unless you're using it with the full set because you got these glowing bits for some reason. I like country roads because that's just, you're just whacking people with like old street signs that are blended together.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the funniest thing about Wraith's weapons is that they seem so variable. Like, you got the sickle knives that are just straight up swords, and then yeah, then you have like a stick. Like, there's a huge like spread.
Oh yeah, the Blood Reaver is literally just like, it looks like if you swung that at someone, it would just break.
Yeah.
Or the Scarecrow outfit.
It's just stick with like blade attached to it. Yeah, like, does Trapper have anything that extravagant? No, like, all of his are pretty, like, they're just cleavers. Like, big metal, big sharp metal. None are very drastic. They're pretty big. Some can get pretty big, but, what about Nurse? How's Nurse looking? All of hers
has a lot of outfits.
All of hers look very similar. Nothing crazy. They all look like medical tools. She's not carrying like a chainsaw. Hillbilly probably is the next one that has like the most strange variety. A cow leg with nails stuck through it.
That's the one I want.
A tree trunk. A shotgun, but not in the way that you think. A firework mortar. Propane can on a stick. It's like, he has the most...
I think that one's your favorite one.
It's like, there's definitely a huge variety. So right now it's Billy and Wraith that have the most variety in my eyes. Nah, I think I could already tell, like, what outfits I would get for each killer that has been available in 2v8, but... Again, until this becomes a permanent thing... That just seems like a weird purchase on my part, of like, hang on, let me buy some skins for these guys.
For the 2 weeks that Steve and I are playing together.
Yeah. For the couple days that we'll play, because we're not gonna be playing it for the whole two weeks, you know. We're playing it for like a couple days, if that. I'm ready.
I think we're on like day 4 right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like obviously we're not gonna do it next Sunday. But we might do it like next Thursday or the Sunday after. But I'd be surprised if we do both.
Well, we just have it this Sunday and next Thursday, and then it's gone after, because we only extended it a week.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's true. I was thinking preemptively, an extra 2 days of... Let me see if I can... There's so many people that I need to chainsaw. Well, I got Fang Min. I chased, like, a bill towards you, but...
Yeah, he went onto a generator. I'm just trying to get rid of every single known palette to mankind on this map.
You're doing the Lord's work. Me and Sable are having a conversation. Dang. Just keep getting... I'll keep getting those...
There's my first down.
I'll keep chasing you down, Sable. It's just me and Sable constantly breaking pallets. That felt like a body block on your part.
I did.
barely feel like I have to use a chainsaw. I'm too busy marching after him. Yeah, I knew Fangman was somewhere. Ooh, Fangman really wants me to chase her. Someone's being healed.
What the? Oh my gosh. I love auto aim in this game.
Oh yeah. It's the best part.
If there was an option to just turn it off, I would, because I guarantee you it hurts me more than it helps me.
No. There. Kinda get him to focus on something other than gens. I thought I was pretty far away from that pallet, but the vacuum is strong. These junctions are just freaking huge. Yeah. These guys know too much about running. We got the good team.
Oh look, another pallet. What a shocker.
I don't think it helps, like, this map. This map is full of pallets.
Yeah, I think this is the map where every time that we do it in 2v8, I just don't want to play it.
Yeah.
Like, this map is just literally just all pallets. There's got to be at least 40. Hello, entity? Do you not block windows in 2v8? Is that
Only if they do it 17 times.
It said, I just want you to remember the old days of Dead by Daylight where blocking windows wasn't a thing.
There's so many pallets on this map. This doesn't happen.
We've already destroyed at least like 25.
Oh yeah.
Because I know I've done like 15 and you've done like 10 or something.
There's just so many freaking pallets. And then you get like remotely near it and they drop it. And it's just like, nah.
Suck you in. Oh look, another pallet. What a shocker. It probably just sounds like we're complaining at this point, which we are. But
with this map, yes.
To be fair, this is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know like how people can think that this is balanced. Another pallet. What a shocker. Like, I know survivors have to have another one. I know they have to have pallets to defend themselves, but it's like, what was going on here? Did an entire factory drop like their truckload or something?
Well, I think the worst part is that there's already so many pluses on the survivors' end of like, there's 8 of them. And like, so the fact that they're like, well, we wouldn't want you to hook them too quickly, and it's just like, but they keep getting away with it.
Pallet number 75. And I feel like we genuinely played like as good as we could have played there.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, yeah. I like, I've hit very few people with the chainsaw. It has such a small hitbox, which is ironic.
It's a small hitbox because they said they actually tightened the collision down in this mode so that you don't bump into obstacles more, which makes it that it's actually harder to hit survivors now.
I thought Bill was still here.
There's her.
I'm sorry.
Somehow missed. Literally watched you hit her.
Yeah.
You phased through her.
Though, I mean, hitting her and downing her would have been two different things entirely.
Well, actually, if you hit her, I would have gotten another hit on her there. We would have downed her. But the game was just like, she's immune to chainsaws. Part of her Sable's new perk.
Sable has a new perk. Don't chainsaw me. I don't know where this Dwight is. I don't know.
I don't care
like,
where Dwight's at.
I don't know if Dwight wants to
Patches
freaking.
at this point.
Yeah.
He's teabagging a Dex again. One surprise.
Yeah. It's just so funny. It's like, dude, I spent 5 minutes in the match teabagging. It's just like,
I had to wait so that
Yeah.
they could see me doing it.
I had to make sure that you saw me, or else you wouldn't think I was cool. Actually, these were all a lot of console players. Okay, so
Well, the moral of the story is even console players can play good when there's 50,000 pallets.
true.
I genuinely hope that we never have to do that map again on 2v8.
Oh, you know we're doing that map again.
I'm not gonna disconnect, but god dang it, does my hand itch towards the escape button.
Get me out of here.
It just felt so much better on Rotten Fields.
Oh yeah, like I think that's the funny part, and maybe it's just because like Trapper doesn't have to do the same kind of chasing that Billy does, because even though you have a chainsaw, it's still basically an M1, so you're only really chainsawing people from a distance because you're trying to run at them. You know, because there's no point in like insta-downing them, because you can't, you know, 2v8 for some reason.
What I'll do is I'm gonna turn it into a game where...
How many pallets can you get hit by?
No, it's gonna be, well, yeah, but it's going to be when we get that match again, or that map again, I'm going to start counting how many pallets I broke. Because I think if I were to play the VOD back, I broke at least 20.
I know, like, those matches were night and day from that map to the other map. Like, I broke maybe, like, 4 pallets the previous map. And some of them I didn't even have to break. But that map, like, it has really powerful, like, T-walls and, like, really long run arounds that you just have to, like... You can't juke them because the obstacles are too low. And so it's just you running in a circle unless you just don't.
Maybe the solution is just play nurse so you don't have to deal with the pallets.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's probably what some of the thing is like, well, we didn't want every map to feel, you know, like, oh, it's good for Nurse, or it's good for Billy, or it's good for Huntress. But that one, oof, like, because this isn't our first time that we've had that happen, where it's just like pallet.
Yeah, and that's probably the worst feeling in this mode, when you're stuck with that.
Especially because some of them I know knew what they were doing. Like, they were doing like the wall hugging tactic, like they knew how to run a killer around. They were definitely confident enough to the point where they were basically egging me on So, like, you have people who know what they're doing, and they're armed to the teeth with pallets. And so it's just like, it's GG, my guy. Like, but who knows? Maybe that was just our unlucky match. That was, you know, we got the entire competitive tournament team. They were on their console kick.
Well, all I know is I just don't want to do that. Take me to Macmillan Estate or
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if this mode has. I want to know how many maps are actually in this mode. Because I've not been keeping track. I think there's only like 4.
I think, yeah, there's only like 3 or 4. Which I do find kind of interesting because, like, the maps are already kind of gross in their own regards due to, like, you know, like the palettes and stuff. So it's just like, oh, well, we didn't know how to do that to, like, more maps. It's like, you barely did anything with these maps. All I'm seeing is Billy hitting the floor with a mallet, yelling a lot. And he seems very upset about the wait times.
Well, I was listening to Oni raging, so I think they're both angry about the wait times.
Yeah, but at least Oni has an excuse, you know? That's his thing.
You can't play as him.
Yeah.
That's why he's yelling.
Just think, Oni would have the same problem as Billy, where it's just like, yeah, you can't instantly down anybody.
They would definitely do that with Oni.
I think Oni, I could at least respect that to an extent, because he's fast, but he's not as fast as Billy. So, like, he's a bit more controllable, in my opinion.
The thing I don't like about playing as Oni, again, is the auto-aim, because there's times where it will lock you in like you're trying to hit someone, but if they go around like a tree at the last second, then you auto-aim into the tree, and
Yeah.
it just gets unlocked.
You gotta have that cool flick maneuver. You gotta... I think that's the funniest thing about Billy and Oni, is just like, they're only good if you, like, do these, like, trick shots.
I think Scott Jun did like a killer like fun, or knows how stressful it is to play killer tier list. And he said, if you're trying to win as Hillbilly, it's the most stressful thing in the game. And he's like, but most Hillbillies I know don't care about winning. They just want to see what cool, like, trick shots they can
Yeah.
do.
They've
So
got
he's
their
like,
own
in that
weird,
matter,
like,
he's not
win.
stressful at all. Because, yeah, he said, basically said they have their own win condition. It's how many cool 360 chainsaws can I do.
I mean, yeah, like, I know that was a huge thing for Oni, where it's just like, dude, I could do this freaking, like, sick, like, drift and then, like, snap right at the end. All the while Nurse is like, I teleport a couple times and then I cough a lot. I would be concerned about Nurse in this game mode in general. Just because, like...
I played her one match, and I can tell you I did not like it. Because you feel so slow when there's 8 people coming around.
And every time you teleport... my asthma! You're just like, I can't be bothered with this. I can't.
We didn't even finish that match. That's when it
No,
crashed.
that was the
I
one
was
that
like,
crashed.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
I have not played Nurse, but then again, I've never played Nurse in general. So
Ever.
I feel like it'd be really rough for me. So far, I've been very surprised by Trapper. Like, I think I've had probably the most fun with Trapper. But I do think he needs maybe to be a bit faster. Because, yeah, it does feel like you're kind of dragging behind.
I think a nice compromise is they should make him faster when you're not in a chase. Because if he was faster when you're chasing, it would be broken.
Well, I
But,
guess I
like,
was thinking more or less like him placing his traps faster. Like, the fact that you already have to go out of your way. And then it's like, hang on, I have like a... I don't know how long the animation is. Like, 3 seconds. It's like, okay, maybe like 2.
I feel like they should just take all the traps that are on the map and just have them spawn in your hand. That'd be a lot better, so you're not walking around having to pick up traps.
Well, that would be the thing too, like having them auto-armed, but then like in locations, like some of them might be good, but some of them are like obviously in places that you want to move them, so it's like, well, I have to pick it up and, you know. But instead it's just like, no, you have to go pick them up and, you know, it takes forever and it's like after a while you're just like, man, this freaking sucks. But like, I guess maybe it's the same thing with every killer where it's just like when you're winning, he feels good. For obvious reasons, but man, when you're losing, all you can think about is just like, I'm slow, I'm so slow, I need to set traps, I'm slow. Like,
I gotta speed this up, man.
yeah, like, I can't do anything quicker. But I guess Huntress was the same way for me, where it's just like, oh, you missed a hatchet, like, it just feels like your whole world is like, no. Like, so far, it heavily depends. It heavily depends on the survivors. Like, if you're dealing with a kind of, like, less, like, they know what they're doing group, you definitely can kind of, like, you know, you can get the ball rolling. But when all 8 people know what they're doing, it's game over, you know, like, there's nothing you could do about it.
I just realized that on the Hillbilly's cat, werewolf, whatever you want to call it, the werecat outfit, his weapon is a cat bowl fixed to a stick. Or I guess a metal pipe, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. It's like a weird torch.
They should have had a flame coming out of it.
And then, yeah, there's like
that
a
would have
cat
really
bowl.
sold the outfit right there.
Kitten bowl. The credits rolled as the cat ate from its bowl in the background, not caring for Max anymore. My God. It's every time I go into the store, we get into a match.
Maybe you need to go into the store more.
You need to get into the store more often. Oh, no.
My lobby is 4 Dwights that are dressed exactly the same.
So is mine.
Okay.
It's
so
Dwight, Dwight, Sable, Dwight.
think we have like a 6-man survival thread here going on.
Either that or they're like fervorously typing, like, please, switch! We have to confuse them! Which in this mode feels like overkill. Sable, though, ain't breaking.
I can definitely say that it's going to be a confusing match because it's going to be, hey man, I'm chasing Dwight. Oh yeah,
like,
which one?
Which one of the many copies and clones? We're either going to curb stomp them or they're going to curb stomp us. There is no in between.
I don't have a good feeling about it.
I'm scared. There's so many Dwights. It's like entering the vault in Fallout 3. Gary! No! No!
That is my favorite part of Fallout 3 right there. Sometimes I think about just replaying the game just to get to that moment.
Just to get to Gary. There's so many Garys.
Okay, at least we're not on Auto Haven records.
True, yeah. Somehow it'll still end badly for us, though.
Oh, I'm going with the lowest expectations, so that way if things go good, then I can be happy.
I'm willing to meme.
I just got 360 spin by
yeah, I witnessed that atrocity. Ooh, you got out-juked, Gary.
Gary, you got juked, Gary.
Yeah, he thought I would immediately go for the swing, and then... Of course you have sprint burst.
More pallets.
He ran into a wall. Gary, you fool!
Well, one of these Dwights isn't as smart as the other one.
Oh, yeah.
What? Okay, at least that happened. Getting some weird jukes that are just missing for some reason.
Sometimes it's cursed. Somebody was running up a storm over here. Gary. I would have laughed if that guy teabagged me after I hit him while he was standing and staring at the other direction.
Now that this is like a true survive with friends group here, I'm waiting to get like cussed out in chat. You guys tunneled me! Oh, look, man, all you Dwights look the same. I wasn't trying to
I can't help it. That's 2 pellets.
How did he run right past me?
Because the game is rigged. We're cornering them all. We cornered at least 5 Garys.
Oh my dear
There's so many freaking Garys.
Gary!
Gary!
Sure, why not?
There's so many people.
At least they're mostly all injured.
I mean, yeah, it's just like bumping into so many Garys. That one was following me. They're memeing hard. I haven't had a chance to chainsaw. He teabagged me as I hit him because he was too close to the window. Like,
That's what you get.
there we go. You're too reliant on them pallets, Gary. You just love those pallets.
Man, that vacuum pallet suck was amazing.
I keep hitting them, but there's still so many. There's still so many Garys. Keep teleporting.
Gary!
I can't take it anymore. Why does that one have a funny hat?
He's got a straw hat.
Get that guy. He's not a part of the cult.
Hey, Gary.
What was with the dong?
One of the Dwights disconnected. He was not happy.
He's like, I'm getting bullied. The cult of Gary can only continue for so long.
Surprisingly, this match has gone pretty well.
True, yeah. I think it's because they were memeing pretty hard.
The memes were stronger than their desire to win.
But like, it's a hard game mode to meme at. I saw Scratch
Marks.
Yeah.
I think he went into that hatch. He was one of the Dwights that ran into the hatch.
True. Yeah. There is an escapee.
He's on the next gate I'm on.
He's just standing there. I guess we could give you the you could go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Woo. Well, and then I just chainsaw him.
What's more rare than one nice killer?
Two nice killers. I win the race. I win the race.
GG's.
GG, mini Dwights. Gary. I mean, that's what it felt like. The only one who didn't play along was the Sable.
At that point, like, how is Sable not gonna play along?
She's like, screw this. I paid for this character. She's like, I'm not switching now.
I've come too far.
Okay, so we pulled back. You know, we managed to get the victory from the mini Dwights. It could have.
I'll switch to Trapper.
It could have gone worse. Let's see. I don't know. I'll stick with Billy. You know, that might be a good combo. You know, setting traps, zooming around.
While you're zooming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I might be able to apply pressure, so I might be able to and cause chaos. You know, they flee from the chainsaw and run into many traps. But if it fails,
it's a rare combination too, because I feel like every time we play Survivor, I don't really see like Trapper Hillbilly combination.
yeah, so far it's mostly Huntress, to the point where one guy, when we played with him, was like, if it's a Huntress and Wraith, I'm DCing.
Huntress is definitely the most common. Nurse is the least common.
Which is
and I think
super funny.
I see an equal amount of Trapper, Race, and Hillbillies.
Yeah. But worst case scenario.
When you're not running broken perks on the Nurse, she just feels bad.
I mean, yeah, it definitely turns into that whole thing of like, it becomes very obvious on what killers are solid without perks and what aren't. Which I think is kind of a funny concept, that it's like, oh, this killer does not work unless they have a good loadout. You would think that they would focus on like the ground floor, and then the add-ons would be icing. But no, the add-ons are just the whole cake.
The other funny thing about Nurse to me is that she's been the best killer in the game since release. And the devs keep trying to nerf her in various ways, and she's still the best. So they're just like, forget about it.
Yeah, screw it.
We'll keep her as the queen.
We can't help that she's perfect in every way.
We hit our magnum opus on the 4th killer.
We really, we went all in on the 4th killer out of our 35. Well, yeah, because like Dracula right now, everybody's doing the whole like, oh, he's just like this killer plus this killer plus this killer.
Which is just going to happen since like they're very limited by their game engine.
Yeah.
And they already have like 35 killers or something. So at this point, they're like, we just got to kind of mix them together now and make new ones.
I think the problem is that they could create new game mechanics, like the hex totems. Like Dracula could have had something like that, like Pig. Like there could have been an added objective or goal, or you know. But for them to
I think it would have been really nice if they did something with the fact that he's a vampire. He likes blood.
Yeah.
So when you're injured, there's like more of a concern to get healed because you can track your blood really easy or something.
Yeah. Which I know a lot of people then would be like, he's like Legion. Like, once he hits you, he can see your heartbeat, or Oni with the blood.
Yeah, but then people would just be like, he's just, yeah, like you said.
Yeah, he's just like that
Oni.
killer. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, Dracula is weird in this game. Like, it's cool that they gave him the forms, like the bat, the wolf. But, I don't know.
I guess I still think they did a pretty good job given that they're working with this engine that's like way too old.
Yeah.
If they updated this to like Unreal Engine 5, just imagine the crap they could do.
I'd also imagine the game like bursting in flames because they'd be like, everything broke, we don't know how to fix it.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be able to update the game in Unreal Engine 5. I guess what I meant to say was they'd have to just make a sequel.
Yeah.
Like start from ground up pretty much.
Which they're gonna do eventually, right? You know.
They're either gonna make a sequel eventually or they're gonna ride this out for as long as they can until like they just run out of ideas.
We've introduced the banana splits as a killer.
I will expect
They start just going off of like B-rate movies.
I will expect to see a BioShock chapter at some point. Like,
well, yeah, because they're making a BioShock TV show. So like that right there.
That's gonna go just as well as the Borderlands movie, I'm guessing.
It is on Netflix, so I mean, who knows? It could be. Netflix doesn't have a huge track record for, you know, solid adaptation TV shows.
I think the best thing I've seen them do from an adaptation is the Castlevania anime.
Yeah. But I think this is a live action, the BioShock.
Licentious Howler says, WTF, first I'm hearing about this Bioslop TV show.
I could be wrong. It could just be like a rumor mill situation, but I've heard that yes, it is something that it's either in production or it's like coming out in like 2025 or some obnoxious date. I'd kill someone if the survivor isn't Elizabeth and the killer Big Daddy. I could see them either doing Big Daddy or what is it, like Big Sister or something like that. Like a more like sleek.
It'd have to be Big Daddy for like the iconicness.
Bioslop is fighting words.
Big Sister. What's this girl look like?
I can't remember. It was in BioShock 2, I think. But I think it was like Big Sister or
Oh yeah, I mean I guess that is like the frame that they're more comfortable working with.
A less bulky
done, like,
killer.
They've done oversized killers, like I would say the Demogorgon was probably a skeletal structure that they were really uncomfortable working with.
Yeah. I could see them doing a Big Daddy, but I bet he would play like he would look a little weird.
Looping him around obstacles would be hard because he's so wide.
Yeah, like he would just be this huge guy.
His hitbox is massive.
You think you're dodging pallets, but actually you're like so wide that they drop a pallet on you and you're like, oh!
But what would his power be?
Big drill.
Oh, that's like his basic attack.
Yeah.
Should be like a Wesker dash where he just dashes
I
forward
could
with the
see
drill.
them doing that, where yeah, he just runs forward with the drill. But then that would be so like, I don't know.
We already have a lot of killers that dash forward.
Yeah.
We got the Pig, Demogorgon, Wesker.
Nah, they gotta do something that pertains specifically to Big Daddies, like the Little Sisters, I think, are what they protect. So like Big Daddy gets like, if he gets like a little sister, he gets like turbocharged and he can just like move quicker or something, you know. And so your whole point as a survivor is to like get rid of them and like move them away or something.
That'd probably be like even what they call his names. I don't think they'd call him the Big Daddy. I think they'd probably call him like the Protector or
Yeah.
like, something like that.
They could make a thinner one like Subject Delta in BioShock 2.
Defender.
That's true. They could very well go for the prequel shtick. I really want a huge drill stab. I could see the drill being the M1. It's just whether or not the drill would pertain to the power, and it would be like, oh, he does like a dash or a charge. But it just sounds like that's what he would do, but like, we're already having people compare the Dracula killer to like, oh, it's like Spirit and blank and you know. I feel like if they do any more dashes,
the bat form is like exactly like Spirit.
Oh yeah,
like that was probably the laziest thing.
When I heard all of his abilities, I was like, I basically had the same assumption as like, oh, it's like Wesker, it's like Spirit, it's like, you know. He doesn't really have anything that's very unique except for like visual stuff. Like, oh, he turns into a wolf. It's like, okay, well that's cool.
He's got one of the most unique add-ons in the game, his iridescent add-on, which turns the exit gates into like a hellfire.
Yeah. Turns it into a freaking American Ninja course.
They better never change that. That should just be part of his base kit. It's so fun. Am I wrong to think that? Is that overpowered?
More than likely, yeah.
But people already farm, like, iridescent add-ons. Like, how many times did we come up against iridescent Huntress back when that was the thing?
Oh, yeah. The uniqueness is just chaining the forms. I mean, yeah, like, that's obviously the key thing for Dracula, is that though he is, like, many killers, he can chain his forms together.
So it's kind of like fighting against 3 killers in one.
Yeah.
But they're all a little weaker than their counterparts. Like,
but
they need to make the wolf a little faster.
But, well, yeah.
It's bizarre to me how the wolf
is slower than Dracula.
It's not even like a wolf running at you. He's like moving at like a brisk jog.
To me, the biggest issue is, like, I don't know, it kind of has that same vibe that I have the issue with Vecna, where it's like, it's very clear that this was for money. And so it's like, there doesn't feel like there's any sort of creativity to it, aside from, how do we make the power, like, how do we get this out quick, get the DLC, get our paycheck. They need to create, like, new forms, new abilities, stuff that isn't just dashes and, oh, you can't see the survivors, but you can see their scratch marks. Hello, Ghost Kitten. Hopefully you're doing well today.
I might be in the minority of thinking this, but I feel like I would have been more happy if they just did their own original vampire.
I feel like it would probably play out the same. Like,
I feel like they wouldn't be, there's just, I don't know, like, I feel like there'd be a lot of freedom for cosmetics and stuff. I'm not seeing Dracula getting a lot of cosmetics.
Oh yeah, no.
You'll probably get like the black-haired Netflix version.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's
I'm only mad about him having a dog form because I wanted the Thing to have one. True, yeah.
Well, and it kind of gets rid of the idea that we'll get a werewolf killer in the future, because we already got like a wolf chasing you.
Because he's kind of a dog, yeah. Just got home from work. Hopefully work went well. At least we wouldn't have the weird magic in an original vampire. That's true, yeah. An original vampire, he wouldn't be throwing fireballs.
That's true, yeah. We're going up against 4 medics, so there's going to be a lot of fast healing.
So what you're saying is we should DC now.
We probably can't be doing hit and run tactics that much, because they'll be healing like right away. There's so many medics on this team.
Well, it could go downhill based on the map as well, as we've determined, so...
Or I could just have awful trap setting.
Yeah.
I don't claim to be the best trapper ever, but we'll see how I do. You were getting some pretty good traps in a couple of those matches.
I definitely had my rough days. Like, there was one where I think I only got, like, one guy, and then never again.
That's probably the most stressful part about Trapper for me, is like second guessing myself. Or I'm like, is that a good trap? Are they gonna fall for that?
Will they? This isn't the greatest map for Billy because of all the trees and the bushes and the rocks and the... I saw somebody.
Everywhere.
Somebody was around here. There's you. Freaking get out of here. They immediately run to the pallet. Yeah. Why? Why is it so weird? A good trapper map. That's true. Yeah, it's good for trapper. Feels like it's bad for me.
What is this disgusting double pallet chain here?
Oh yeah.
And she still managed to screw it up. She had 2 pallets to loop around, and I still got her somehow.
What? The map is fat shaming me.
Fat Billy.
It's fat shaming me. This is garbage. Just gonna go around.
Man, that sprint burst is disgusting.
Yeah. Can I thread this needle? Get away from the friggin' Jeds. You bunch of vultures. I feel like I need to do more gen defense.
That's what I feel like while he's playing as Trapper.
Man, he really wanted to get that. You vultures, get away.
I don't even have time to set traps down. I'm always in a chase.
I mean, yeah.
Which isn't making me feel good.
The fact that...
I want to help more.
God dang it. I heard you. How did I not? How did I not hit? They're doing all these Jeds. I got her.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah. I think you got more than one. You come back here, Dwight. I got done killing like 20 of you. I don't know why there was like... Why does he... They teleport every time. I see scratch marks.
Might be able to get him.
There's always one person that's like, okay, I hit you with a pallet. I have to do some stupid, like... I have to do some ritual. I have to dance. I have to do something. Yeah, let me do a dancing. Hang on, let me be toxic. Why can't I be toxic? I finally hit somebody with a chainsaw. I didn't think it could be done.
I haven't even seen this Yui all match first time I came across her.
I didn't think she existed.
Hey! Hi, Yui.
From downtown. Now I was proud of that chainsaw. Now dare I say that was a thing of beauty right there. Where the heck did everyone go? I could have swung, but I didn't. I forgot. This is a wall. Dwight seems a little new. That was a bad time to boost.
What? It's always a good time to boost.
How did that not hit? That was hot garbage. I could have got her off the gen. The only good thing is that because she committed, I was able to basically immediately put her on a hook.
I feel like there's a survivor that's just following me around, disabling all my traps.
Yui was hiding in a corner. And also laggy as all get out. Like, Jesus, she's like teleporting.
Oh, please go up the stairs. Oh no, why'd you go that way? There's a trap on top of the stairs.
Come on, man, you could have done it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw her running this way. Not too shabby, not too shabby.
You got, what, 2 people on the hook and 1 person?
Oh, somebody's by the tower.
Someone died. What tower?
The tower that you're at.
This?
God dang it, the freaking fat shaming trees.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
That's an 8K right there. Hang on, I gotta close this hatch in case someone...
In case someone comes back.
in case somebody revives. Yeah, that's just, I was shocked, because I was like, man, I was pretty positive that we were gonna get some crazy plays.
I think I'll do Trapper again.
It went so well the first time, what could happen if we do it again?
We could totally get wrecked.
I think luckily I'm improving with Billy enough to the point where I don't think I'm hitting as many walls. I think the only thing I'm failing at is chainsawing, like, people. But the fact that I'm able to traverse the map a little better than I did before definitely helps.
Wish I could still spend blood points on other killers in this mode.
No, only these killers. What if they limited the survivors that you could play? They're just like, yeah, you can only play Dwight, Claudette.
That'd be like the dumbest thing ever. People would be like, what's the point?
This doesn't do anything. And they're like, well, we want it to feel fair. It would be very amusing. Turns out behavior wasn't that insane. You know, they weren't they
But I bet you someone in the studio had it like thought out at some point.
yeah. Like, we should have it so that it's just the classics. And then somebody looked at him like, what? Like,
How much backlash running in for that, buddy?
It will be very interesting once we start seeing more of the killers, like Xenomorph, Demogorgon, like the nightmare combinations. Once we start getting well, actually, there's not very many stealth killers that aren't licensed people. Like, you couldn't do Ghostface, you couldn't do Chucky. I guess technically, I don't know. I don't know if Xenomorph would be touchable. Like, it's still a movie product, but I guess it would be dependent on each like company, I suppose.
Yeah, it just depends on the license holder if they're willing to see their license partner up with other ones.
Yeah.
Because they have to run it by them like, okay, so just so you know, Xenomorph's going to be fighting with Chucky, with Nemesis, with, you know, Freddy Krueger.
Like, yeah, that sounds fine.
If they have any problem with, I think Ghostface is the only one we're likely to get because he seems like the most chill out of all of them. He's just like, I don't care what you do.
Just take it. Just give me some money.
That and the Saw chapter seemed to be pretty flexible with the license. They had a lot of cosmetics.
I mean, yeah. The fact that they were actually getting cosmetics. Technically, the alien one.
Myers, they're like, you can give him the hospital gown, but that's it.
That's the only one you're getting.
Because what else does he wear, really? You know?
I mean, they could have gave him.
Miles, let's put Myers into like a brown slacks and a red checkered shirt. Like,
put him in a suit and tie. They could have gave him like the Halloween.
Okay, I would play suit and tie Myers.
They could have gave him like the Halloween mask, like where it's like a little burnt or, you know,
That's
older.
That's the best thing they could do. They could do like each different Myers mask because there's like 6 different variations. You could do like the H2O one where he's got like the dead eyes.
But
the big round dead eyes.
Clearly they do not want to do that.
They got to stick with the Halloween 2018 mask, because if they do Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends, I'm gonna have PTSD from how bad those are.
No, not again. No. Every time you play Myers.
They could do the Rob Zombie one.
Yeah. Like.
But in order to do the Rob Zombie one, you have to make him like 6 inches taller and like 50 pounds heavier, because that dude's massive.
Not only that, but then you have to admit that there was a Rob Zombie one and I feel I feel like the main thing that they're trying to do is not do that.
Well, why did we get the stupid remake Freddy then?
Yeah.
It's because they probably couldn't get the rights to use original Freddy.
That's what I'm assuming. Like, that's the reason why Quentin is the survivor, is because the remake one they were able to get, whereas the original one, even though technically it would be the same IP, like, you would have had to have gone through the same channels. I guess they just didn't want another, like, 80s version. Like, they didn't want to do, like, Myers and Freddy and both be, like, the really old version.
If they ever manage to get a hold of the Jason license, they'll finally have hit, like, the big four.
Yeah. I mean,
That is a
again,
big if.
I would really want to see The Thing, and yeah, like, but the fact that, yeah, like, if they did the dog form for Castlevania, I don't think The Thing they would give, they wouldn't give a dog form for it. But it would
Speaking of it, that's the other thing that I'd like to see.
Yeah. There's too many, like, shapeshifters. Like, The Thing and it. Like, how do you do that without, I don't know, making it, like, just, oh, it transforms and you turn into a survivor or something, you know?
Then if people have fears of clowns, they're going to be even more screwed because they have the clown and it.
Pennywise can just do balloon stuff and fear effects. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be stuff like, almost like Doctor with, like, forms of it.
He would definitely want to have, like, hallucinations because that's big into what he does.
Yeah.
He does everyone's greatest fear.
Doesn't need forms, really. I mean, yeah, well, like, the whole thing with Pennywise is that, like, he takes on your fear and da-da-da, you know. So it'd be one of those things where it's like you would clearly want him to be, like, a high-pressure killer. Because, yeah, it would be very goofy if it was just like, I put a balloon on the ground and it's floating there, and if you get close to it, it pops and does stuff.
If the hag didn't exist already in the game, I would say his power would just be putting balloons down, and then when you walk over,
yeah, like teleporting. Yeah.
Appears.
I mean, yeah, like, he has to have some sort of thing like that, like a high pressure, like, to have that fear effect. Because
He has to have a
Doctor,
really good chase, yeah.
because, like, Doctor is the same way, where it's like the moment you're like, oh, he has the hallucination thing, you kind of just blow it off, and you're just like, you know.
The funny thing about that is I've seen some people where they run Insidious with Doctor, and they sit next to a generator, so you think it's a hallucination.
That's such a long con, though.
It's a long con move, but it's good for the Twitch clips, you know.
It's good spooks.
When you pull someone off a gen, they're probably like, what the heck?
Yeah. I want the Thing to be able to turn into a survivor and maybe even sabotage gens. I mean, yeah, the Thing has to transform. I mean, that's... I could see them trying to do, like, a mode where it's just, like, a blob thing, where it's just, like, you know...
The problem with turning into survivors is with people on comms.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to counter that power where you're just like, hey, is that you? No, that's not me. Oh, okay.
Run away. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're not on comms...
Yeah, for solo queue, it'd be awful. Because there's no way you can distinguish it.
Yeah.
But it would just basically mean that Survive with Friends would have a way too easy time of dealing with it.
It definitely would turn into one of those killers where you're either, like, really dominating or you suck.
I'd like to see it where, like, maybe you could encourage the person to work against their team. Like, you can, like, shoot, like, you can, like, possess a survivor, and then, like, they have the option of, like, sabotaging or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing. That's kind of the issue with the Thing as well, is that the whole point is that it infects and that you become the Thing. So like,
Yeah, so that would be a huge
it
thematic.
could
play there.
M1 people, and then you think you're doing gens, but in fact you're sabotaging them. Like you're actually regressing them.
Probably would notice that real quickly.
But yeah, that would be a hard thing to do too. Like it would have to do something like it shows you that you're doing it, but everyone else is like seeing something different. Like whoa, like you're not fixing that. It would turn into the whole comm situation again, where it's like if people saw you do it and were on comms, they could just tell you like, hey, you're actually damaging that. Like stop, you've been infected. Imagine the shit yourself moment when you're working with someone on a gen and then they grab you. I mean, yeah, like, the thing would be such a cool, like, blending in with the survivors would be such a cool moment. Until it's a team of survive with friends and there's like 4 of them and they're just like... If they know that you're the thing, the jig is up. And then that's when they would constantly go like, hey, is that you? And you're like, no, that's not me. Like, I'm not with anyone. And then they'd be like, okay, and then they'd bolt.
They'd have to find some way to get around voice comms where it's like the AI is so good that you're like, is that you? I don't know, it could be me.
I don't know, it's such a hard thing though, because like...
I don't know how they would do it.
Yeah. If you turned into a survivor, how do they would have to have like multiple duplicates. Like there wouldn't just be one of you, there'd be multiple of the same survivor, and they would like look like a person or something, you know.
What if you possess someone and they didn't know that you possessed them? So then when they go up to a generator, you hop out.
I mean, yeah, it could work like a form of teleport. If you like infect the survivor, you can like, you know, pop out of them or do something.
That would not only jump scare the person that's on the gen next to them, but they'd be like, oh, I didn't know he was inside me.
Yeah.
You know?
He was hitching a ride. The problem with like...
They just go into a locker and just stay there.
Yeah. There'd have to be a cool animation with if that was the case.
Well,
like,
then they would know they're infected, so it wouldn't even work.
Well, yeah, but if you're like in a locker and you like get out of the person, like you do some weird like... Yeah, you do like some cool animation and... It works like Dredge, but with people. It wouldn't be very lore friendly, though, I guess. But
when you're healing someone, you just stick a knife in them and down.
I'm not taking any chances. There definitely needs to be more killers with like weird mind games.
The doctor's like the closest they got.
Yeah.
Actually, the unknown has mind games too.
Yeah. And like the unknown has a very cool... Like he has a cool concept, but then he has like a weird cannon in his gut or mouth or something.
Yeah, like the part of his power that I like more is like a secondary effect of his power.
Yeah.
Where he leaves the copies behind. But like his gut cannon is just like...
It's like a very weird offshoot.
Yeah.
It's this map again. Well, one person was AFK.
We will take advantage of that.
I mean, yeah. That was weird, because the moment I hit him, he was like, I'm out. I don't know why she was crouching for so long. I feel like these people are like bots. They're like... I'm like right behind them and they're like crouching and...
I don't think there is... Well, if there was bots, they would tell you that there were a bot next to them. I'm just surprised they haven't done a generator yet, because I haven't been chasing anyone.
I got a couple people, but... But yeah, sadly. There's too many.
My first down.
He tried to. He tried to juke. I swear I heard somebody's flashlight flick at me. There's so many people over here. Dang. Oh, it's another spinny. It's another spinny person.
The 360 juker guy.
Yeah, it's a Mang this time. Or Fang, yeah, Fangman. I'll go get him.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Go for it.
Okay, then we have another Steve. Okay, that was bad. I grabbed them off of the hook. Or off of the gen, but then for some reason the game was like, nuh-uh.
Yeah, that's like a weird, like recognition thing it does, where it's like, I thought you were on time, but you weren't quite there yet.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that one. Ah, it's all good. It's all good. Now Steve is pointing at me.
Alright, Steve, you're getting it now.
Somebody hooked here? Or... I was hearing crying, but...
Steve is like a mile away.
Yeah.
He's got that whole W strat.
He just keeps running. Yeah, it's so... like... You're like mid-swing, halfway through it, and it's like, ah, you missed. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man, you missed. I keep following this Kate around.
I watched her work on the track. That felt good. I'm not really hearing any generators or anything.
Yeah, it's definitely strange.
Yeah, like, none of these generators have progress. We've got, like, 5 gens left to do, and no one's been doing gens.
I think this might just be a slightly more casual team, which, of course, kind of makes me feel bad, because it's like, here we're being the, like, oh, like, gotta hone it. I don't know what the heck happened there. Somebody's trying to make noise.
We're done.
I don't know what... Yeah, he was just making noise going in and out of the...
I think he's just realized the match is over. Like, he got got like no progress left on these 5 gens, and they're nearly all dead.
We're the tryhards. We're the tryhards.
Now I feel bad.
I mean, it's definitely hard to, like, get a gauge of, like, oh, you guys are memeing? And like, it's so difficult to be like, oh, okay, like, I'll play a little easier. Because in the moment you let up, they're gonna freaking go into turbo mode. He jumped right over the trap.
Guess I'll reset the trap then. Hey, I didn't. I was just trying to reset the trap, man.
You got in my way. I bumped into a tree. Somebody's doing it again. That way you can't do it again. He's like, just let me die.
Here comes the hatches.
This
escaped already through a hatch.
This does seem really memey. Yeah, I think this group was definitely trying to be a little bit more casual, and we were the tryhards this time. But again, it's so hard to gauge. Like, there's 8 of them, and so if we're like, okay, let's just go in with some fun, and then they're just like going for the throat. It's just like, holy crap.
You have to come in with the expectation of being a tryhard if you're thinking you're gonna go against tryhards.
Like, you don't have any time to breathe, and so the moment that they're just like, dude, we were just trying to, like, have some fun, and it's just like, I didn't know that.
I see some Steve that's trying to get to Prestige 100 Steve.
He's almost there. I believe in you, Steve.
I guess I'll switch to Billy if you don't mind.
I'll switch.
Kind of rotate between each of the killers.
Yeah. I could go back to, Huntress. I have rewards to claim, I guess. It's a pair of pants.
Why did you get pants and I didn't?
I have no idea. It was the Archives challenge. It's like Ace's pants.
Yeah, I've already gotten all
Yeah.
the Archives done, that's why.
Let's see if I can hone in my Huntress. I haven't been playing her as much this mode, because I do feel that she is, like... she's a bit overplayed, and also I've been having more fun doing Trapper and trying to get better at, like, other killers rather than just, you know...
I personally think that either Trapper or Hillbilly should be your main, because I think you're pretty good with both of them.
I'm gonna
get better with Billy.
I'm gonna go all in.
You had a rough start, but now that you're adapting to it...
I definitely feel like, yeah, like, jumping into it, like, I feel like I suffered the same way that most people probably suffer, and it's like, why is it so snappy and weird and quick?
That's how you get those, like, 270-degree chainsaws around corners.
Well, yeah, we'll see now, ironically, I've turned my controller sensitivity to max, and now I'm not bumping into walls as much. I'm still missing a lot of, like, I guess, like...
think your sensitivity got so high that it's easier to control now?
Yes. I would like to think it's more or less, I now know how it kind of works. So, like, what I used to do was when I was revving, I would start turning. But when you do that, you speed up. so like you speed up your turning. So it went from, oh, I want to go over a little to the left, so I want to like drift, to I would just do like a hard 360 or like 180, and then I would go and then turn left, and you know. That first initial chainsaw, like when it first revs up and starts,
is the highest sensitivity.
It's the highest sensitivity. And that screwed me up in the beginning so badly, because it was just like, why is it like this?
So if you want to go like slightly to the left, you pretty much just chainsaw forward and then...
I chainsaw forward and then start to drift.
But if you're trying to do like a 90-degree turn, you're like flicking your mouse to the left as you're before you start chainsawing.
Yeah. I generally try not to do any hard turns or like major drifts, but if I want to do distance, I will look to the right and then try to slowly turn as I'm chainsawing, basically drifting. I haven't done any crazy tricks.
That's where the fun starts.
Yeah, like I've definitely not gotten to that point of being a Billy main where I'm just like, yo, a freaking...
It's too bad Space Billy's not in the game anymore, where you can just go flying across the map in the sky. I think it was some weird collision thing where it's like if he took off at just the right ramp, then he just went flying over the map.
Yeah. If you had like elevation and you're dropping, you could just like, whoa. Yeah, so far, I think I only had like one good quote-unquote snipe from across the map, and that was the last match. Maybe it was the one before, but yeah. See, ironically though now, I mean, yeah, I feel like Huntress I might be the worst at, because for Huntress, now it's all about like orbital strikes, you know?
Orbital bombardment.
I mean, yeah, like it's the whole thing of like throwing your hatchet straight up and...
hoping it lands on someone. Every time that I do that, it just hits a tree.
Supposedly there's a method of detecting where and when is the best time to do it. But I imagine, much like with anything, it just comes with like practice of like, oh, so if I look straight up from this distance, it goes about yay far, you know.
I loaded into a match with a Huntress one time where that was the only throws they were doing, were those kind of throws.
Yeah.
They weren't chasing anyone, they were just trying to get trick shots. And after the match, I was like, what the heck was that? And they're like, I'm just practicing my trick shots.
I'm just trying to get orbitals. I have not attempted to do orbitals.
I haven't tried to do orbitals, but I do try to go for the really long-range straight throws.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I see them running in a straight line, and I'm like, okay, if I throw there, they're going to run into that by the time it reaches there, and I've gotten a couple of those where it felt really good.
Oh, yeah. Like, the couple clips that I've gotten with us, like, those were so... Like, it's... Again, it's like Billy, and like, I guess like a lot of killers where it's like, once it works, you're just like, oh, man, this is amazing. But the moment you miss, you're just like, I've wasted so much time. It's like the worst thing imaginable, and you're just like, like, I can't do it.
It's like the highest of highs and the lowest of lows.
Yeah, pretty much, like... So I imagine if I hit an orbital, I'd just be, you know, I'd be ecstatic.
Like, I'm good, we can just quit the game now.
Yeah, but to get to that point, I would have to miss so many that I'm just like, why the heck am I doing this? This is the worst thing I could be doing in a 2v8 match.
I think the hardest thing for me is with the Hillbilly's chainsaw sprint turn speed's like 50% stronger in this mode. So if I took what I knew from playing Hillbilly in this mode and went back to the base game, I'd be like, I have to relearn it.
Yeah. Basically. That's kind of the reason, like, why I made the joke about not buying cosmetics until 2v8's permanent, because yeah, like I'm so used to playing 2v8, and I don't generally play 1v4 with killer. So it's just like, it's that same concept. And yeah, I'd be equally as bad, where I'm just like, oh man, like Billy turned so much smoother in 2v8. Now I'm so much slower.
You play as Huntress, and you're like, I only get 5 hatchets.
Yeah, what is this bullcrap?
And then your trapper speed will also be slower when you're setting traps.
I'm just like, this game's bullcrap. I uninstall. I mean, yeah, when
they make the 3 versus 12 mode, you'll get 15 hatchets, and Hillbilly can finally down people with his chainsaw again.
Which would be insane. Someday they'll do it. The cowards. They'll do it. It would be curious if they did start to just like, I mean, again, My Little Oni was like that, where it's like, you know, just let us meme, you know, do the 4v, you know, do these like ungodly weird things with the game. Like,
I feel like with 2v8, they're already hitting the limit of what their servers can handle.
Oh yeah.
Because if they did like 3v12, we'd probably be crashing like every other game, loading 15 people into this server. This ain't Fortnite. It can't handle that.
Where's the battle royale? Every killer for
battle royale.
Every killer versus every survivor.
No, it's just every killer versus every killer. The killers duke it out against each other.
You put killers on hooks. I could see that being the new April Fools. The survivors are actually the killers, and the killers are survivors.
Oh yeah, like when you play as survivors, you're playing like miniature hillbilly.
Yeah.
You're just being chased by Nia.
Nia has a chainsaw.
When she throws a pallet on you, you just die.
Meg has hatchets or something. David's Oni.
They just get like these skin suits, like little mascot outfits.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, they've opened the box. They've opened their Pandora's box.
And he came.
You opened the box. But yeah, like, they've clearly shown that they can do amusing things or just, you know, creative things. And so now people want more, you know. I want more. I want to see more of it. But no. Instead, we get the same stuff repeatedly.
I think, like, you know, they extended the mode because they just weren't ready for the backlash that they were going to get when it's gone.
They keep extending it for a week. For like the next like month.
We've heard your feedback, and we're extending
it even further.
There's really no reason why they can't keep it into the game.
Yeah,
because they can still work on it in the background and then just do an update where they just add in more stuff.
I think their biggest thing, ironically, right now, is I think Scott did a video about this. Like, this game mode is too fun for its own good.
Yeah, because the 1v4 queue times are horrible.
Yeah. Everybody's doing this.
The only reason to queue for 1v4 right now is if you're just getting tired of playing against the same 5 killers over and over again, and you want to experience some of the other killers they've released.
Yeah.
And the worst part about that is I queued up for 1v4 and I got a Huntress, and I was like, I just want to disconnect right now. I was like, what's the point? I've already got so many of these lately.
That is pretty bad. Like, okay, man.
Asked them in post game, I was like, why? I was like, why would you play Huntress?
They're like, I don't want to do
the middle of this event.
They're like, I don't want to do 2v8. It's bullcrap.
I don't want to work with another killer.
Yeah. I don't play nice with others.
That's what I want to see is, like, we finish like a uh, playing like in the survivors in 2v8 and just see the killers arguing
Oh
with each other
yeah.
in the
You
lobby.
let that
Bro,
guy go.
I can't believe you
You
missed
could
that
have
easy
done that.
hatchet.
Freaking loser. I bet you see that with people who aren't playing like with friends, but like I don't see very many people playing this game mode with 2 killers and not playing with somebody that they're like on comms with, you know.
I did it just to finish the event,
And it
and
was
it
the
feels
weirdest.
it feels weird because
Yeah.
you're putting all this trust into this random person you don't know. You're
Yeah.
like, well, I hope you're good at this killer.
And they're like, I'm not.
But then you also have like this desire to like show off because you're like, oh, I can't be bad. Or
Yeah, you don't want to look bad. You don't want to be the guy they yell at. You know, dude, you could have put your trap somewhere better. And you're just like, why do you throw hatchets so bad? I was doing all the stuff by myself.
I bought this game yesterday for this game mode. Give me a break.
Yeah. They look at your hours. You dirty liar.
Oh no, those are my friends playing it, not me.
Yeah, that was me.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
It's a good time to zoom. It feels weird playing Huntress now because I'm so slow. I'm such a slow guy. I mean, yeah, like... I need to kick this gin. Aw, that rock screwed me over so hard.
The stinking rock.
There's so much stuff here. There's so many people. I almost got Ripley. I never knew I'd be hatcheting Ripley in the back.
I'm chaining chases of different survivors. I was chasing a Michaela. Suddenly I'm chasing a Sable.
You gotta be kidding me.
That freaking spit burst. My god.
I feel like I don't hit nearly as many objects. But in this game mode, there's so much crap in the way. Oh. Yeah, that's a tree. Dang it. There we go. You can only dodge so much.
Can't dodge a chainsaw and 6 hatchets.
Though to be fair, we're still not... I mean, like... It feels like we're not doing the best.
And we're not doing the worst either, I suppose.
He didn't look injured, and yet he just dropped. I guess it was because you were chainsawing.
Because I was chainsawing.
Yeah. Somebody... Yeah. There we go.
I got a chainsaw hit.
Yeah, we're picking up steam, you know. There, I'll do an orbital.
Oh, barely missed that window hit. There we go.
I need hatchets.
Honey, I need hatchets.
Man, dropping pallets on a huntress is a bold move.
One that he was willing to take.
One that didn't pay off.
I got a sable teabagging me.
Yeah. Getting them double hatchets back to back. Sadly, I'm out of hatchets.
Okay, I don't know how that chainsaw hit missed.
Woo. I know you guys are hanging around here like a bunch of vultures. There's no way you're not. This gen's almost done. How did... Jeez. Ah. You gotta be kidding me. I'm trying to get too fancy with it now. I just need to go for the classic. I'm waiting for when I open a locker and there's just a man inside.
That's happened to me.
Ooh. That could have been good. We did this song and dance before, right? Yeah. Seems like the same Sable.
Nice.
She thought she could get away. Dang. There's too many trees. Somebody's on that gen, I'm sure. Oh, they're not. I'm shocked.
Hit you with my shotgun.
Hitting you with the blunt end of a shotgun.
Okay, there's 3 of them left.
Not bad. Dang. Trying to like defend the gates. Dang. The defense went poorly.
They saved her, so the other exit gates are not open.
Yeah.
3 escapes. That's not.
Yeah, it could be worse. I tried to get too fancy with the hatchets.
I think the hardest thing for me for Hillbilly is resisting the urge to not just go zoom, zoom, zoom when it's not necessary to.
Yeah, I have noticed that with 2v8, it's like...
You get loaded with the power where you're like, I just gotta be zooming everywhere.
You chainsaw like 3 times the whole match because like you're just doing it to move, and then the moment you're in a chase, it's like, well, why do I, like, there's no reason to back rev, like, you're not gaining anything.
You're not gonna get it insta down.
So unless you can snipe from across the map, which I've done like twice, I think max. GG's from Spicy Sable. It was a very spicy Sable. Yeah, you guys did well. I was definitely, you know, I was not playing as the best huntress I could, but you guys did great work. Thanks for swinging on by the stream, Evan Benner. Hope I pronounced that correctly. I got one more match in me, which will be 20 minutes of a wait time.
I think, yeah, one more is good for me, and I think we can wrap it up after that.
Those chases had me screaming and giggling hard. I mean, yeah, like... I was definitely trying to do fancier stuff with Huntress, because I haven't played Huntress in, I mean, it feels like years. Like, we had a couple 2v8 matches where I played her. But, I wanted to, you know, get back into the groove of things. I had a couple good hits, but there were also a lot of good dodges. It was the tightest match of the night. Like, we've been doing either very well, getting 8Ks, or being completely stomped. This one was definitely, like, that match. Yeah, that match was like a tight. Hunty chases are so fun. I mod for a Hunty main, so I like to think all those observation hours help. I mean, yeah, that's usually the thing you hear from everybody, right? Is like, to be a good survivor, you need to play killer, and to be a good killer, you need to play survivor. I 100% believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to know how both sides work.
I'll have to, you know, I have to really flex my Huntress. When I used to play, it was, Huntress and Clown. Those are the main ones that I did.
My main 3 are probably Rave, Spirit, and Deathslinger.
Yeah. I've dabbled a little in Oni, but nowhere near as, like, maining. Hopefully we get another solid match.
I am nervous about playing the Hillbilly for the last match, but I figured I'd just play every killer twice.
Oh no, not clown. Yes, the sweet, sweet
The
clown.
clown maid.
Look, I have an emote with me with the afro wig, you know. Hang on. It doesn't look nearly as nice as that clown, but but hey. Let's see. Where the heck did it go? Yeah, there we go. We gotta pull out the clown. Now, when they introduce clown to 2v8, that's what I'm waiting for.
Paul might even play 2v8 every day.
If 2v8 became permanent, I would definitely play this game a lot more. The beard makes it, though. Yeah, you have this rainbow afro, and then you just have a normal beard. Maybe I should color correct it one day.
No, that's the best part of it.
Admittedly,
you could do an inverse emote where you have the rainbow beard and a normal.
Just a normal head of hair. Clowner Doctor in 2v8 would be all screams. I'm for it. Yeah, like it's such a cool because he would actually feel kind of like support because he could do the yellow cloud.
He could speed up the other killer.
And he could speed up killers. Doctor would be like, oof.
That would be. I see potential for some sick plays there.
Oh yeah.
You could be like, yo man, I'm gonna throw this speed up bottle right there, and that'll help you catch them before the pallet falls down. You know.
Yeah, and if you're already playing as a bit of a fast killer like Wraith, go invisible, and you're just like Mach 5.
Or just speed up the Huntress so she can get like those throws around corners that you normally couldn't get.
Oh yeah. Like when you're getting looped, if you're just a little bit faster.
Or you could like throw a purple gas cloud and like slow down a survivor so they run into my chainsaw.
I love the idea of it. I mean, again, I can't wait till this becomes a permanent staple and they just start really expanding the roster.
I think my dream ones, of course, would probably be like Leatherface and Billy together for double chainsaws.
Oh yeah, ooh. But that goes back to the licensed killer bit.
Yeah, we're not gonna get those.
Would they ever allow Leatherface to fight with Michael Myers?
The best original combo we probably could get would be Spirit and Oni, because you're just like, it's got to be done at some point.
Oh yeah. Nothing like a good.
Really strong killers, like that'd probably piss people off.
Yeah, but it's
Spirit and Oni at the same time.
It's a family gathering, you know, like you
just bring in all Asian survivors, like you go to Yamilka Estate.
It's very thematic. But yeah, I could definitely see doing more 2v8 once we start getting more killers and becomes a little bit more of a common occurrence. Dare I say, I'd play the game more often.
I am glad to hear that on the tweet that they posted that they're considering ways to improve the survivor mode, because I think definitely the consensus is that this is the most fun that killers have ever had, but for survivors they're like, it's all right. You know? And then
I think the problem is that it's still a little bit too like samey.
Yeah, it's too samey for the survivors, where this is like a brand new experience for killers.
Yeah. Much. But it's still nice for survivors, I'd like to think. You know, you're not feeling as reliant on your other 3 members. Now you have 7, you know.
It's very chill experience playing Survivor in 2v8, because if you go down, you're like, I got 7 people to do generators. Or
yeah. You know something's getting done.
One of the worst experiences I had playing solo queue 2v8 is I was hooked, and 7 people ran out the exit gate and didn't bother to save me.
Oof.
Like, all 7 of them were like, you're on your own, buddy. And I was like, wow.
That's wild. I'm having so much fun as Survivor. I haven't done Killer in 2v8. We've done a bit of both. We've done a bit of both. And, I mean, yeah, I didn't have any problems with Survivor. But I
This
could.
stream we've only done killer.
Yeah, this one has been solely killer, but we've done a past couple streams, and we might even do one more because they've extended it a week.
I'm probably still gonna stick with what we have planned for Sunday, but we'll
Yeah.
probably just do it again on the last day on Thursday.
But yeah, so far every time I've played this, I mean, again, I played this a while back ago, and it's a fun concept for a game, but I never played it like alone by myself. But now that it's like 2v8, you can play killer with friends and survivor with friends. It's just like, it's just a blast all around. Like it needs to be a permanent thing. They got to keep it. I don't know who I have to contact that behavior, but I need this to be a permanent thing.
Don't worry, I think they've already gotten the message loud and clear. Like, the community was like, dude, like, you can't get rid of it. It's not been long enough.
This is an insane thing that you're doing. But yeah. I think the only thing that I've witnessed that I think we've both complained about is on one map, and I forget the name of the map, there is a ton of pallets that we just keep eating. Yeah. Which luckily as a huntress, I'm able to kind of avoid eating every single pallet on Auto Haven.
I guess playing as a hillbilly, I'll be able to chew through the pallets quicker. Maybe that's just the thing, is like, it's just really difficult for Wraith and Trapper, because like, pallets are your worst enemies.
Like, stop hitting me so much.
And then I'll get those really experienced survivors that know I'm about to chainsaw a pallet, and they just loop around it again. And I'm like, oh.
That's the I will say that's been the other crazy part about this, is like, you'll get really good games where you're either like, you know, the killer or survivor side, like they feel kind of like new, and you're just like, 8K, or like everybody survives, and then you'll have one match where it's like you're just getting punched in the nose. Maybe that's just us. But so far, yeah, like some of the games have felt very drastic. The last match that we had, that felt right, like in the middle. Like anybody's game could have been it.
That's what the devs would have looked at and been like, this is balanced.
Yeah, like that was the most balance that we've had. My God, we're finally in the match.
Now, if we load into this and it disconnects, I'll probably just stop there.
That's fair, yeah.
I'm not going to do another 20-minute load.
Evan Benner, thank you for the follow. It's very much appreciated. All support is good support. Feel free to share me amongst the world. Good luck in the last of your matches. I'm definitely hoping for a good solid match. 5 away from your next goal. True. Yeah. We're inching along. Soon we'll be at 300 followers. Hey, if you get 5 people to come follow, we'll complete that goal immediately. I got good feelings though. I got good feelings that we're gonna do pretty well on this match. We won't immediately die, even though we're the killer.
The only thing I'm scared of is this ace, because he's got a very bright, vibrant cosmetic.
You know he's gonna pull out the cards out of his hat, you know?
It's like the brighter the outfits, the more I'm like, this guy's gotta be good at a chase.
This guy's gonna kick the crap out of me. This man knows what he's doing. See, now this is the time where I, like, choke, you know? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm a pretty decent huntress, and then I'm just like, oh. I'm so slow.
That Leon is probably pissed that I found him that quickly.
Well, I hit someone that was either AFK. There's the bright ace.
It's crazy to me how many AFK survivors you get, because the queue times are like super quick.
I mean, yeah. What the heck? I'm getting juked by 2 different people. I keep... The lunges are so weird in 2v8. Oh, that was you.
You're throwing it at Billy.
Was really hoping I could hit that. The wind-up was just way too slow. Ace does seem to know what he's doing. I will say that. He seemed pretty confident in juking me. Now, admittedly, I wasn't doing my best, but... There's gotta be people that have come back here. This gen is so far back that it sucks to check on.
This Ace is a bit of a troll.
I mean, yeah, again, like, he's definitely, like, he knows what he's doing. Now, whether or not he's earned that, you know... I was able to hit Steve with an axe.
Seriously, man. At least I got that one. I am not chasing you in the shack, man.
I keep losing people for some reason. My vision. There we go. They just keep going back to the same gen, so I can kind of, like, fish.
I don't feel like there's any good spots to chainsaw on this map. There's so much clutter.
I mean, yeah. See, this just feels like one of those spots that it's just like you're so slow that like you just have to eat.
This is a stupid loop. Broken. Otacon, quit calling me.
Yeah. This feels like we've got a bit of a mix of survivors that know what they're doing.
I cannot catch this ace. Thank you, jeez.
They know how to eat up time.
The fact that there was a pallet there immediately is stupid.
Surely we'll, well, never mind. It's this freaking junction again. The freaking T-walls.
Thank God, thank you. I'm not on my best day with Hillbilly in this map. It just feels like there's clutter everywhere, and I can't.
I mean, yeah, I'm having the same problem with... there is these spots in the map that are just like, they're perfectly long enough to prevent you from getting somebody.
And these are really strong pallets. Like, every single one of them are strong loops. I'm on one right now with Jake.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Just the instant teabagging. And then the other... I mean, by all means, peek your head around the corner. I'm surprised he didn't, Yeah, he definitely loves teabagging. Hang on. I gotta teabag you, man. I have to share the love.
I can take pride in knowing that one's dead.
I mean, true. If there's anyone here that needed to die, it was that guy.
I told you it was gonna be trouble as soon as I saw him.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's exactly like what you said. Like, when you dress like that in this kind of a game, it's just, you know, it's the peacock, you know? But the problem is that it's so, like, the game is done to the point where it's like, no, defend the doors, like, there's freaking, like, 6 of them left. I can, like, oh.
This Kate is taking the weirdest loops. I can't tell which direction she's trying to go.
I'm just throwing hatchets at the sky. The match is done. Like,
I'm still in a chase with someone.
I mean, yeah, but
The endgame collapse might kill them first before I can get him.
it just feels like one of those moments where it's just like, there's 3 doors, and 6 people.
That's a third death. And every door is probably open now.
All but this one. I mean, I've been around this one, but I'm sure that door's open. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're all trickling out, so I'd be shocked if they're not at the door.
The fact that we killed that ace made me happy, so
True.
I'm good with it. I'm good with taking 5 escapes.
But he also gives me, Trills, I think, is the guy. He also gives me the idea that he's going to probably type something at the, in-game. He gives me that vibe. He gives me the vibe. Unless he's on... No, okay, so yeah, he's on PC, so he could be the guy that's just like, Omega Law. That definitely felt like the beatdown match that we were talking about, where it's just like, you get like 3 kills, and then the rest is just like, oof. I guess it could have gone worse, though. We could have got nobody.
True.
But, could have went out in a better style. I know it didn't help with the fact that yeah, that felt like my weaker Hunter's game.
That was my weaker Billy game too.
Yeah. We ended off with a bit of a weaker. But hey, it was fun. Again, like, even though you could get that moments of like you shake your fist, you know, it's still overall, you can say that it's more fun than playing 1v4.
Agreed.
Now tomorrow I'll be on same time as usual, 5 p.m. EST. And yeah, we might do some Voices of the Void. Who knows? We might do something else. But yeah, I'll see everybody then. Feel free to do the things down in the panels below. There's the VOD channel, all that fun stuff. I'll see y'all then.
And I'll be on tomorrow my usual time,